Yes, actually. Tuesday.
So this formation you guys are looking at right here is the first documented formation here in our cave. It is our upside down ice cream cone, the non-official name there. So this was formed by water dripping from this stalactite down onto the stalagmite below. We believe this formation is just over 800,000 years old, and we also believe it grows about 1 cubic inch every 100 to 300 years. And then back behind you guys on this wall, you're going to be seeing some damage here. And that was caused by early tourists coming through the cave. So back then, they would have touched that wall for good luck because it was a little bit dangerous to come through here at the time. So of course, they touched this wall before they had the knowledge that the oils on your skin would actually destroy the formations. So this is 150 years worth of damage. This will never grow back, and it may even get worse over time. So this is why we stress that you do not touch anything here in our cave, because eventually it will look something like this. And then down below it, you guys are going to be seeing all of these stalactites here that were broken off by early tourists. So back when we first started doing tours, we did not have a gift shop like we have today. So if you were a good group, you would be allowed back into the cave after your tour, and you could take home your very own stalactite. So of course, the reason behind doing that is they thought, you know what? It's cold down here. These must be icicles. So take as many as you want because they're going to for their crops. So if you look above me, you're going to be seeing some of the crops that they left behind. We have some green beans, a carrot, and a giant mushroom. Oh my goodness. And if you don't like vegetables, that's okay, because back here we also have some cave bacon. Ooh, that tends to be the favorite. And then down here with the red light, that is one of the many side passages. And then the second reason we call this the crystal ballroom is because down marbles, and those are our six-sided calcite crystals. There were no more than your average table salt, and we know that they formed after our cave was formed with water, just because these will actually dissolve if they come in contact with water. And then with these larger crystals over in this wall, those are our eight-sided aragonite crystals and vats here in our cave. Sadly, around 2008, many of them did die off or leave the cave because of a disease called white nose syndrome, which affected bats all over the East Coast. We're hoping one day they will return to the cave. We're just not sure if they will, just because they've been gone for such a long time. We're going to be headed up to the second half of the cave. We're going to be going up the left side of the stairs. Please be very careful. Use the railings. You guys can follow me. Sandcastle Formation up here. So this is a dying formation. So pretty much what that means is if you look above it on the ceiling, you are going to see that there are no longer any stalactites there that can actually reach this formation and give it. We're going to be moving on to the next step. We're going to be going down these steel stairs and across a steel bridge. Please be very careful. Use the railing. These do tend to get very slippery, so just take your time. Okay, so if you guys want to look back here, we are now at Prairie Dog Island. All those little prairie dogs up there are stalagmites that grew right on top of this big drop rock here. If you look directly above it on the ceiling, we're going to see exactly where that drop rock fell from, and that is called Cathedral Dome. We'll tell you guys a little bit more about that once we get to Lookout Point. And then right here, front and center, you guys are going to be seeing a piece of our cave coral. This is another piece of evidence to suggest that our cave was once fully submerged in water. Because not only can this kind of calcite only grow underwater, we're going to be seeing it's not actually attached to the drop rock below it. We believe this piece fell from up in Cathedral Dome where there's a larger amount of
Sorry about the light.
And if you move over to the left here, not moving. You guys can keep wrapping around so we can get everyone up here. You only need a few more. Okay, so we are now at Lookout Point. We are about 500 feet back from the cave and about 60 feet from the surface. Right in here is Cathedral Dome. That's home to around 200 to 300 different stalactites. Over here in the corner, you guys are going to be seeing some cave coral. That is where we believe the piece laying down on Prairie Dog Island fell from. And over here, we also have some drapery. That is the same as that cave bacon that we saw earlier. And then up on the ceiling above you guys, you are going to be seeing the youngest stalactites here in our cave. We estimate these to be right around 100 years old, because back when the farmers first discovered this cave 150 years ago, these did not exist yet. It's just a normal ceiling above their heads. And then for our next stop, we're going to be headed down the left side of the stairs here. Just be careful, use the railing, so just take your time and you guys can follow me. Once they got here, they decided that they were going to park their reins into the flowstones that everyone would believe them when they said that they had gotten this far in the cave. Because up until these two teenagers got to the second half of the cave here, the farmers had only been in about 20, 25 feet. So they had no idea that the second half of the cave even existed. So you can still see those two teenagers' names here, Charles W. Snyder, Louis C. Sander. Underneath that is the date, 1871. Underneath that is the word chest. We believe that is the nickname of the horse that they would have ridden up to the entrance of the gate. And then the next stop here is the Crystal Cave Wishing Well. So at the end of every season, we head down there and collect the money that's in the mineral air of these surrounding areas, and then we take it to a local charity. So if you guys have any coins of cash, we'll go down there and make a wish, or if we're passing by, feel free to do that. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kind of warm out here.
Humidity now.